Howdy, howdy. Good to see everybody. Hi. Hi, honey. I hit my mute there. Get some people coming in here. My phone just told me I'm live. Hey, Murda, how are you? Got stupid pop-ups coming up on here. Mio, hello, Melodia. Welcome, everyone, to my live stream. We're going to get some cooking done here. Let's see here. My other tripod deal broke, so I'm improvising. I got my other camera sitting on top of my air freshener. Kind of wound around some crap on the wall. Yeah. What the heck? No, that's not what I want to do. Says that's my full screen. Hold on. Make sure my OBS camera thing's up. Hey, Annabella. What's good, honey? Yeah, got my full screen deal for my OBS up here. Let's see. Probably just did it the wrong thing. Let's see. I don't know. Maya figured did something stupid. Full projector. Pull up my pages here. Okay. Trying to figure out what I did. Share screen. Windows. See what this one does. No, it's got projecting some dumb stuff. Guess I have to go into my OBS. Figure out what the hell's going on here. Might have to close that out and try it again. Hey Gina, how you doing? Open up my studio again and try this because it's projecting what I'm looking at up here. Okay. See if that'll work. Okay. Hey, Unfinished Project, how you doing? Thanks everybody for tuning in. Get going here in a minute. I'm just trying to make it to where y'all can see what I'm doing here. There you go. How about that there? It's tiny on my screen, but it comes up good on there. So I do my hair, toss, check my nails. Baby, how you doing? Okay, y'all. I think we can start doing some cooking here. Get this whole thing going. Unfinished project. Yeah, it's a Gotham steel pan. Got that coating in there. Some of it's starting to come out, but it still cleans up nice and works nice. So get my tortillas and my meats out here. Got me some schnausages and some corn tortillas. Everyone loves schnausages. I'm feeling good as hell. I'm feeling good as hell. Yeah, type USA. It'll done drop your length. See here, I didn't even get my utensils out. Look at me slacking. Okay, y'all. Ninja style here. The redneck ninja. Buff's Garage. Hey, what's going on, brother? We're about to get our cook on. First, let's move that. Wrong burner. This one. Wow! Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. I don't know why I didn't become a professional singer. This is quite the recipe. My mama used to make it. So, we're going to open our schnossage here. It's a little over a pound. Got some pretty nice schnossage. My little tripod I normally hold my camera with over my stove broke. Went to do a car video and it just snapped right off. Cheap plastic little bugger. So yeah, we can put that down here in the trash can. Okay. Got some Mission corn tortillas here. That's what we're going to be using in our pan. That's what he said. Got some cool taco cheese blend here. Ta-da! The sausages. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Okay. We're going to get this schnossage brown in here. What we need here is we need some hamburger or schnossage, a can of corn, can of mushrooms, optional. I don't like mushrooms that much. Some let's see, we got a can of green chilies here. Whoa. We got a can of cream mushroom soup. Just put one can. The last time I made this, it was a long time ago. It was a little dry, so I got 2 cans of cream mushroom soup. Let's see. Can of corn. I'm not much of a corn fan, but we're going to put corn in there for Mama. Let's see. And 1 onion chopped. Got our onion pre-chopped there. Hello. And this is 1 green pepper. And 1 tablespoon of chopped garlic. We got all that. We got two peppers. We did a green one and orange one. Put the garlic in between there. And we need some grated cheese. I already showed you the cheese. And that's all of it. The corn tortillas. Pretty simple recipe here. I love me some casseroles. I'm hurrying, Panda. I'm hurrying. Simmer down. Okay. If I can get my button here. Oh, hide right there. I knew there was a hide there. See here. I'm going to put my link up in case any of my friends want to come up here and chat while we're cooking stuff and things. Food is my weakness too. You know, in the last probably 2 weeks, I have lost 17 pounds. I've been working super hard and not eating a whole lot. So yeah, we're losing some weight. See, if I lose weight, one of y'all has to find it. So if somebody's got 17 pounds coming to them, might divide up between y'all. Might just hit one of you. Somebody's going to wake up and be like, damn, I got a fat ass. Never know. Yeah, there's my link. We'll pin her here. Pin massage. Mario. Okay, so we got this going. It's not lit, so let's be careful here. Try to burn the place down a little. I don't know what it is about this burner. It don't like to be lit. I don't know. Thought it was just a thing with my stupid heater, but I got my heater off. I do have my oven running, preheat to 350 degrees. We're going to chop all this sausage up real nice and fine. I always love sausage. It just has so much more flavor. It's a little healthier for you than beef, too. Hey, crazy kid. How you doing, brother? Rodnock? What? Brother Ruod's in here. What's good, brother? Appreciate y'all coming. Got a full house tonight. Usually it takes an hour or so to start cranking up the viewers, but y'all are excited for some enchilada casserole. So most of you have probably seen it, but I have my mom's cookbook. Before I lost my mom, back in 2009, got her this fancy cooking book. It's real neat old fancy cooking book for your family heirloom recipes and stuff. And my mama hand wrote all these recipes in here. Pretty cool. Hey, my camera just freaking turned because, yeah, I moved this book. Gonna get that back. Hey, twin. How's my sister?
Hello, honey.
Hi, honey.
What you doing? You burning the joint down, sir? Looks so good. Oh my god.
Trying to burn this place to the ground.
It looks good.
Yeah, I always look good. This hair just runs in the family. Everybody
Did
gonna
you
gain weight watching.
I have. I've already gained weight. Damn it. Have you put this recipe over in our recipe room?
No, not yet.
Well, sir.
I'll have to get on it.
Yeah.
I
So what
want
did you
everyone
call
to
this
have to watch
again?
my YouTube. Enchilada casserole.
Oh my gosh. See, my oldest son would love that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This one was, my mom got the recipe from my friend's mom. Because, you know, it's part of the Mormon Recipe Network.
Mm-hmm.
The whole town here is all Mormon.
I didn't know that.
They like to pass around their recipes. Yeah, we're close to the old Salt Lake Valley of Mormonness. So.
Well, I mean, are they just passing around recipes or, you know, anything else?
Yeah, everybody always. We have a lot of big family dinners and stuff at the church, and so everybody kind of shares out their recipes and stuff.
That is cool. Very cool.
Yeah, can't hate
Yeah.
when people share recipes.
Lord, no.
It's
That
not
looks
like
so
Texas,
good. Mm-mm.
where you take that shit to the grave.
I think
Man,
somebody in chat's going to be shaking their head down there.
this smells so good.
I bet.
And it's just the schnossage. Let's see, redheaded by nature. Hey, how you doing? New friend there.
I knew Nico was going to say something. You're troubled.
Texas. All comes out of Texas is stairs and queers.
Oh, Jesus, Lord, have mercy, rude.
Try to start a fire.
You going to? It's gonna be in your family tree.
Just get a little Ruod and I'll come here. My buddy Ruod, he does all kinds of skateboarding stuff and all that.
Oh, really? That sounds cool.
I'm a I'm a longboarder myself. That's the fat skateboarding.
Mm, that's what he said.
Yeah, fat people longboard because you just kind of kick and go a long distance. When I go out, I'll ride like in an afternoon. I'll ride 20 miles on my longboard.
Oh, wow. That is cool.
Yeah, it's good exercise.
Yeah, here in Tennessee, we just ride around on side by sides.
Yeah,
Hmm.
getting our meat all browned up there.
I
Getting
like how
there.
you have all your little ingredients out, little cups. That's
Yeah, I
cool.
figure it's a little easier than sitting here chopping everything up while everybody's waiting. Yeah, 20 miles, bro. We get it. My buddy, he wanted to teach me how to longboard, and I just threw the board down and went. I'm like, dude, I'm a natural athlete. I was in the military. I'm freaking crazy. Oh, we do a lot of cool downhill spots and all that stuff around the river. The big green belt in Idaho Falls. And I actually got some videos of me out there skating.
Oh, you've got to post those. Put them in some shorts, dude.
They're on my YouTube.
I'll
I
have
have
to
to
go
do
searching. How far along are they? How far back?
it. Last summer. I could pop one up there. When we get
Yeah.
waiting on my stuff there, I'll play some of my
Oh, that'd be
longboarding videos.
cool.
You could just see like the scenery and stuff. You can't actually. I'm just standing over holding my phone, recording stuff, but it's right next to the temple and all that stuff, and the big waterfalls on the river. It's pretty cool. But I think I posted them the shorts, and they didn't do real well. But yeah, they're probably pretty close to the beginning of my YouTubing. Here in a few days, it'll be 10 months since I got on YouTube. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? Ryan's one of my good friends from over at Mio Rider. She's a good friend of ours. Man, it's a long time ago. Crazy looking back at your old videos. Mm-hmm. Man, I have a lot of shorts. Me on my little midget bike. Oh, there you go. I even got a battle wound on because I was trying to record videos and ate shit on the asphalt. Here, looks like we're ready to add our stuff and things. Put our onions in first, like took them down a little. Probably a little more important than the other stuff. We're going to throw our peppers and our garlic and all our good stuff in there. I like to use different colored peppers to get more color.
Yeah, it looks like a little rainbow. It looks great.
Yeah, you gotta make the food look good if you want to eat it, you know? Yeah, Ruod. Too stoned to skate. That's also Ruod North. He has his own skateboards that he sells on here. I'm sure he can get you a link if anybody's interested in checking out some cool boards. But yeah, it's funny. All my buddies, they're like in their 20s, and I run all over them around the river. None of them can keep up with me. I got orangutan wheels on mine. Kind of supposed to be pro level wheels. Need to get me a Ruod skateboard just so I can have one. Hey, Canal. Hey, Cheryl, how you doing? Welcome.
Hey,
welcome.
Cheryl.
Getting our
Oh, pretty Cheryl.
Okay, we're going to set this cheese out of my way here. Open that up. We're going to start opening our cans. I'm going to have to drain this corn and stuff because it's all full of water. Go with that real quick. Okay. Throw our corn in here.
Our corn. Got some corn.
See you tomorrow. Now it's really a rainbow.
That looks good.
Put our 2 cans of cream and mushroom soup in there. I'm not a huge fan of mushrooms, but I like cream and mushroom.
Nico, she loves mushrooms.
Yeah, cream and mushroom soup's like the basis for a lot of amazing things. Okay. Look at that, man. Get that all cooked down in there and mixed in. Get our can of green chilies here in a second. Get my can opener. Didn't have it all sitting out this time. I'll lose my viewers having to grab all my stuff, not having it together. Gosh. Everybody's like, hurry up, fat guy. We gotta see this so we can go cook it for dinner. Green chilies. Love some green chilies. Let's see here. Anybody else wants to pop up here, you're more than welcome to come up and chat. Now that's a big old chunk right there. Chop that up. All that good stuff. A couple big chunks of peppers that didn't get chopped real good. Okay, we're getting that all mixed up. Now, Mama say that we're supposed to layer our tortillas, then filling, then cheese. Then tortillas, and filling, and cheese. Until he runs out of fillings and cheese. So, I'll throw this up here so y'all can see. We're going to take our little tiny corn tortillas and put them in the bottom of her. Line the bottom of the pans. Okay, move this over. Turn that off. tight. Should have our oven all up to it now. Oh yeah, she's hot. Okay. Now you can see what we got going on here. And we're going to dump a bunch of this yummy fillings in here. Looks like it's plenty wet this time. Last time I made it, it was a little dry, so I decided to go with 2 cans of cream mushroom. I watch Young Sheldon, and I like the one where Dad's trying to get the recipe from Grandma for her brisket. They end up almost ending their whole family trying to get the recipe. Pack this all down a little so we can make it all good. Yummy. Okay, hey, here's Crazy Kid. Hold on. All right, bro. I didn't see you there for a sec.
Hey, brother.
How you doing, bro?
Oh, not too bad. So it's the Cooking with the Car Guy show, huh?
Yeah, I do a little everything. The everything guy.
Yeah.
Nice to see a guy that knows his way around the kitchen.
Yeah, I know my way around the kitchen. Stove
Yeah.
hot, sink wet, fridge cold, phone reservations.
Anybody doesn't know Crazy Kid? He's a comedian from up in Canada.
Welcome to the Great White North when you come to my live stream.
Great, welcome to the Great White North, eh?
Yeah.
Hoser.
Yeah,
I was so disappointed. We went through Canada and I never even heard anybody say "eh."
Yeah.
Didn't really have that thick accent. And then my brother got in a wreck, and the lady from the tow company called me back, and she's like, "Oh, so you got in a bad one, eh?" And started talking. I'm like, "Holy shit, it's a real Canadian!"
Yeah, that's a big misconception about Canada.
Yeah.
If you want to hear a lot of people saying "eh," go to Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it all depends on where people are from, where their family's from, where they grew up. I mean,
oh yeah.
1 second.
But yeah, for the most part, if you want to hear a whole whack of people saying
Hello?
"eh" after everything, yeah, go to Newfoundland.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. That was my buddy's aunt. She called me. She got a cat condo yesterday. I had to go put it together for her.
Ah.
She was calling, tell me thank you. Yeah, I got to be careful around the phone because I had a horse got in some bad trouble this evening. So at work, it got stuck upside down. I was worried because it wasn't moving. I walk in, there's 4 legs sticking in the air. It laid down next to the wall and couldn't get up. And their guts tangle up. They call it colicking or whatever.
Yeah.
Their guts tangle up, and then they can't go to the bathroom or anything like that, and they eventually just die. So we had to give it some pill or some medicine. I had to put it on the walker. Then they got to check its guts out and everything, and check it all out, and make sure everything's okay, so it doesn't just fall over dead.
Yeah.
And it's a $20,000 racehorse. So yeah, we've had a lot of them die. So
yeah, my goddaughter's got a horse. She's had it since she was about 7 years old, and she's like 29 now.
Yeah.
and she's actually a veterinarian rehabilitation specialist.
That's cool.
So when an animal gets hurt, she doctors it up, and then they teach the animal how to use the how to get back to being an animal again, I guess.
Yeah. Teach it the animal.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna have to add more stuff to this next time. It don't really fill up real good. You have to smear it out real good. Probably didn't smear it out around it good enough on the bottom layer, but we'll make it work here. There you go. So how you been?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. You?
I'm good. Just hurting. Dang horses beating me around.
That's part of getting older, dude.
Yeah, I had one jerk on me when I was bringing it in this evening and kind of threw my back out. So a little miserable this evening. How's the new computer going?
Oh, it's going great. I ordered a 1 terabyte SSD hard drive on Saturday. It came in on Monday. Installed it, cloned it, and then friggin' I've been running on it ever since. This thing is like lightning in a bottle compared to my other one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but the UPS that delivered this computer,
yeah.
I wouldn't ship horse shit through UPS.
Yeah. Yeah, my cousin sent a 1950 police car light to one of our car friends on here.
Yeah.
And it came in little tiny pieces. It's pretty much irreplaceable.
What, they take it apart on him and it's shipped it one piece at a time?
Well, it was just a big dome light off a 1950 cop car.
Oh.
He just
they play football with it. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, he put it in there. There was like a ton of bubble wrap in there, everything else, and yeah, it was just busted to hell.
Oh yeah, like
you got just enough cheese to finish this off.
Yeah, but the UPS in my city, they freaking kept this for 5 days and said, "Oh, we tried to deliver it. We can't find your place." I'm like, "Well, that's kind of funny. You fuel your trucks up across the street from where I live."
Yeah.
Tell me another.
Like I have an address. It's on the label.
Yeah.
You just you read the address.
Yeah. Yeah. But they said we can't find your building. And I was like, it's directly across the street from where you fill your trucks up in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, open your eyes.
Yeah, we're supposed to bake this now for 30 to 40 minutes at 350. We're going to throw that in here. And then we can chat until she's ready. We're going to put our timer on here. Usually if you use cheese, you can tell when it's done because the cheese will be perfectly melted.
Usually, if you're just looking to warm or melt the cheese and brown the cheese a little bit at 350, usually about 15 minutes and it's done.
Well, it's got to cook everything else, but the cheese is kind of a temperature sensor. When it gets up to temp, then the cheese gets all melty.
Yep.
It's like a pizza. You just cook it till the cheese is done.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, everything gets so hot and it's just nice and melty, perfect.
Yeah. I make a like a taco pie, almost like what you made there.
Nice.
And basically, it's like really super simple to make.
Yeah,
it's just like one onion, can of mushrooms, or a sliced mushroom. You can either put a can of refried beans in it to thicken it up and to fill it up, or you can leave that out. You'll need a pound of hamburger, some taco seasoning, 4 tortilla shells, and a jar of salsa and some
Nice.
cheese. And
Yeah.
it's just like, you got your bottom tortilla, you layer some meat on top of that, you throw some salsa on it, throw some cheese, and then stack, 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 stack. The very top uh, tortilla, you just put the salsa and the cheese on there, and you throw it in the oven until the cheese melts.
Yeah.
Because everything else is cooked.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, they say this is all hot. You're just cooking it all together and getting it all melty.
Yep.
So, yeah.
But yeah, I learned how to cook when I was like 17, and
Nice.
I worked in a restaurant, and the guy that owned the restaurant was a Red Seal chef.
Yeah. That's cool.
So he taught me a lot of different ways to,
Kills.
handle knives and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
but
Pull up my tortillas so we can use them for something else.
yeah, that's when you get yourself a little omelet. You put it in there. You just kind of fold it up and breakfast burrito.
I'm going to do an awesome breakfast burrito deal that we used to do in Scouts.
Yep.
I don't know if many people have seen it, but you take all your omelet stuff and set it out, get all your eggs beaten and all that. And everyone can take a Ziploc bag and you write your name on it so you know whose is whose. And you pour however much egg you want in there. And then you put all your ingredients in there and you close the Ziploc bag and you shake it all together good. And then you sit it in a pan of boiling water.
Yep.
You just set it in there till the egg and everything's all cooked. And then you just pour it onto your tortilla and you get a breakfast burrito.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen it done like that. I've seen it like that's the fastest way to feed an army of people.
Yeah, like when you got 20 scouts standing around,
Yeah. Everybody gets their shit at the same time,
Yeah, and it's like, so how do we keep everybody's stuff to where we know whose is whose?
Yep.
But yeah,
put your birth date on it, or you put your name on it.
Yeah, a lot of cool ways to do it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, RC Recreation, how you doing?
Yeah, Boy Scouts was a bit different, I bet, here in Canada, because I don't know what part of the states you're in, but we actually did winter camping.
Yeah,
we go out. We have to clear the fucking snow out before we put the tent up.
Yeah, we did some of that. I'm in Idaho, so.
Oh, really? Wow. So you're
town
actually,
next to me.
If I'm not mistaken, you're actually roughly about the same parallel as where I'm at in Ontario.
Probably. Yeah, the town next to me that we got our snow dried up and we didn't get a whole lot more. They got like a foot of snow.
It's funny how
my
that
dad
works,
went
right?
there today. Their people slid off the interstate all over. It was a mess.
Yeah, it's funny how that works. Hey, it snows on one side of the street and not the other.
2 stone. Idaho.
Yep. Yeah.
I've heard that a time or two.
Yeah, you see where I'm at, like I'm only about, I'd have to say 100 kilometers, like not even 100 kilometers away from Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, RC Recreation said he's in Toronto, Ontario.
Yeah, he's about 4 hours north. He's about 400 kilometers north of me.
Yeah. You guys should have drinks every weekend.
Yeah. You know how long it takes to drive 400 kilometers here in Canada?
In Canada, yeah.
4 hours.
Yeah.
And then, if you're going in Toronto, you can even ask RC Recreation. You try driving in Toronto, it's going to take you 12 hours just to get through it.
Yeah.
Because it's stop and go traffic around all the accidents.
I drove all over through Canada. I drove from Fairbanks, Alaska, all the way to Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
Oh wow. Would you
Yeah,
take the Canadian route through, or you just come straight down through to Washington, or not
I
Washington, Seattle?
I came down into Montana.
Oh, okay. So you went
Yeah,
about halfway through.
I drove the whole Alcan, and we went to like the West Edmonton Mall and all that good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. If you came
Yeah,
down in Montana, you would have come down through British Columbia.
yeah. RC said if you're doing the limit, it takes 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. British Columbia isn't even like in order of size. It's Quebec is the biggest, then it's
Yeah,
Ontario, and then after that, it's like I think it's Manitoba's next.
yeah,
But yeah, like we got a big country here.
yeah. We drove the whole Alcan, then came down through.
Yep.
My brother wrecked my ex's brand new van in Muncho Lake, I think. Ran it right into the side of a mountain.
Ooh,
Yeah, I had 2 kids in with him, everything else.
nobody got hurt.
No, nobody got hurt.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, easy. 4 hours from one side of the city to the other during home time.
Yeah, we call it
Yeah,
rush hour here.
yeah, yeah. We don't call it
Yeah,
rush hour because nobody's in a hurry. Because you're going so slow, nobody seems like they're in a hurry to get anywhere.
yeah,
We just call it hope we get there hour.
my brother was driving for like an hour and a half. I drove for 28 hours straight leaving Alaska.
Yeah.
And then my ex switched out so she could drive for me, and her and my brother was taking turns. And yeah, he was up for like an hour and a half, and he started weaving all over the road. He fell asleep, and he went right in front of a semi. We thought he was going to hit that. And then he swerved back, and then right behind the semi, he went over again, punched into the face of the mountain.
Ooh.
Did over $30,000 damage to brand new van, so they totaled it out.
Yep.
Bent the frame, broke everything, all the hell. So
Yeah, as soon as you bend the frame on these newer vehicles,
yeah, they're just
bye.
gone. Oh, the frame's bent. Okay, total
Yep.
loss.
Yeah, see what
Yeah,
else you
my
can grab off it. You know, take your personal effects out of it. See what else you can grab off it and have some fun.
Yeah.
Here's a check for you, another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I Stone to Skate says, "Oh shit." What's that about? Yeah, if you don't see the mountain coming.
Yeah. Those
Yeah.
roads up there are crazy. And there's like sections. You'll be in one section and like the whole road's full of like mountain goats, and the next section the whole road's full of buffalo and caribou and moose and bears and didn't even see Jellystone Park.
No, Jellystone Park's the other side of the country.
Yeah. Gotta see Yogi Bear.
Yeah, that's on this side of the country. You were on the west side.
Yeah. So you're take a peek at this baby. We got a long
Yeah, it
way
would
to
have
go.
taken you about 3 days to get from where you were to here.
Wow.
Yeah, when you were talking about, like he sees the transport coming straight at him, it reminded me of a time when I was driving with my brother. My brother's older than I am, but he quit driving because he didn't like it. So I'm sitting there, I'm driving in my truck, and you know how you got those transports that are hauling other transports?
Yeah.
And they're hauling them backwards on the hitch.
Yeah.
So you got the front end of the front grill looking at you. My brother was sleeping in the freaking passenger seat, and I pull right up on this thing. Like I'm literally like probably about 6 feet bumper to bumper away from this thing. And I went, no brakes. The look on his face was priceless. I swear he shit his pants, but yeah.
You got to get somebody in the passenger seat asleep, and you pull up behind them to where it looks like you're nose to nose with a semi, and you just smack them and go,
Yeah,
ah!
I just said no brakes.
Yeah.
And he just went,
When you wake up and see a semi face to face with you, you have two movements: a bowel movement and a physical movement.
yep. Yeah, it's a toss up. Which one's gonna happen first?
Yeah. I used to do that all the time with
Yeah,
people.
he never slept in my car. He never slept in my truck again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He was like, no. I'm not closing my eyes. No.
Oh.
I was like, good. Now you can keep me awake too. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, like to get from here to Manitoba, like from where I'm at, just to get to Manitoba, will take you 24 hours minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drove from Florida when I was stationed down there back home to Idaho for a funeral in 24 hours. That's about as far across the country as it gets.
Yeah. I went to Florida in 1999.
Hey, Leo.
Um,
Yeah.
and on the way down there, we get down to the foothills of Tennessee,
Yeah.
Tennessee or Kentucky, one of the two. And we're cruising along. My buddy's driving. We're in the Mustang. We're in his Mustang, and we're just cruising along. He's doing about, I don't know. He must have been doing about 70 miles an hour or something like that. And we're going down I-95, and I noticed the sign, and it made me piss myself laughing. Like I was just losing my ass laughing so much. And my buddy's like, what's so funny? What's so funny? You know, like I want to know. And I'm laughing so hard I can't even breathe. You ever get that way?
Yeah.
Where you're like just can't breathe at all?
Oh, yeah.
Well, a few miles up the road, there's another one. Somebody had taken a deer crossing sign and a red bingo dabber and dabbed the nose. First thing goes through my nutty head is Santa Claus coming down and making one last trip, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw
That's
that.
awesome.
I just started laughing. I had tears coming out of my eyes. Oh, I was just losing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been to Iowa, though. Or
Yeah.
Idaho. Yeah, I've never
Yeah.
been to. I've been to Las Vegas. I've been to Florida. I drove down to Florida with my buddy, but I flew out to Las Vegas with my parents. I've been to
Yeah.
Michigan. I've been to Columbus, Ohio. I've been to Ohio a few times,
Nice.
but I've never really been to the Midwest, like or the Central Plains of the United States. I've never really been there.
Huh. Yeah, I've been all over the world. I was in the Air Force for 12 years, so
Yeah.
I
Hey, thank
flew
you for your
everywhere.
service.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we flew a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Most
almost joined the army here in Canada when I was in my 20s,
yeah.
and they refused me. And it wasn't because of health reasons or anything like that. It was because of psychological reasons.
No.
At the time, I snap like that and just fucking lose my ass and just destroy shit. And during the process of going, uh, uh, applying to the military, you had to do a verbal process, what your reasons are. You had to do a physical, like a medical. I passed the medical, no problem. I was in shape then.
Yeah.
Then you had to do a physical attribute. But when it came to the physical attribute, I snapped and I ripped the heavy bag off the wall, and I just ripped this thing apart. And the drill instructor's like, everything else you pass. We can't trust you to be a peacekeeper with that kind of aggression.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was fun. Traveled all over, met everybody from all the different countries, the Royal Air Force, the Canadian Air Force, Australia, all of them. Pretty
so
cool.
which one drinks the most?
Probably Germans or I
German
know when we
Discard?
when I was in Alaska, the Germans come up there a lot, and first thing when they hit the ground, the Brits drink a lot too, but the Germans hit the ground and they dropped the back door on their C-130s, and they were just dumping out pallets of beer. They brought a plane full of beer with them everywhere they went.
Man.
But
So I guess when they drop the bombs, they
it's
really
fine.
drop the bombs.
Yeah, like we're gonna get drunk and f shit up.
Yeah. When we run out of booze, we're gonna f shit up even more.
Yeah, and then they're gonna be hung over and they're really gonna tear stuff up. Hey,
Yep.
Robert, how you doing, buddy? I was gonna watch my Mandalorian today just so I'd be caught up with you.
Yeah, I didn't even realize the Mandalorian was on today. I just stream it anyways. Like I run it on a
Yeah,
Cody program whenever I want. No commercials.
yeah. Robert always asks me if I watched the latest episode. No, it's been a pretty good season though.
Oh yeah, that's about the only thing that Disney did right on Star Wars.
Yeah,
They let somebody else write it.
yeah, yeah. I've been watching a lot of stuff, but yeah, the other day I watched the whole first season of Tulsa King. It's a new Sylvester Stallone series.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty awesome. He's like a mobster. Yeah, it's a good one. I watched it all through in 2 days. So
Yeah, I haven't even heard of that. Like, I'm usually either on my computer or I'm on Cody. That's it.
yeah, I got
Or
it
I
on
go to
my
my parents'
Paramount
place and we watch
Plus.
the NASCAR.
Yeah. Hey, Justin, going good? Most of the hardcore guys didn't like it. See, I keep an open mind. I'm not real hardcore and stuff. I like the movies, but got to see all the different perspectives and realize different people writing them and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I didn't like the last three Star Wars movies.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I try not to put anything like together because, like I say, it's made by different people, so they
yeah,
have a
but
different perspective.
when Disney bought the
Yeah,
rights to Star Wars, they were
yeah,
supposed to keep with the lore of Star Wars,
yeah,
and they have gone so far away from the lore of Star Wars. It's not funny.
yeah. Yeah, there's people who practice Star Wars as a religion.
Yeah, like
That's like messing with baby Jesus.
yeah, yeah. And then you get all the freaking SJWs. Those are my
Yeah,
least favorite people.
yeah,
Oh God, the ones that years ago when that movie Joker came out with Joaquin Phoenix.
yeah.
You hear what the SJWs were saying about that movie?
No,
I literally shit myself laughing when I heard it.
I
They
thought it was
said,
pretty good.
"Yeah, I thought it was a great adaptation of the Joker,"
Yeah,
but the SJWs went on record saying that if you watch the Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix, then
hmm,
you're going to become a serial killer.
yeah,
I'm like, what fucking world are these people coming from? It sure is an Earth.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
when Blair Witch came out. They were saying, "Oh, it's so scary. People are sleeping with their mothers and stuff, like grown kids, high school or older, just sleeping with their parents and stuff. So scary." I'm like,
yeah,
this movie is stupid.
yeah. Well, I said
Yeah.
to my buddy who showed this clip to me. I watched this and I read the comments on it, and I was like, you know, these are people that can't separate fictional movies from reality.
Yeah.
Like I watched, hey Cheryl, I
Yeah,
watched the
Robert.
movie
It's a bad
Noah.
one.
I watched the movie Noah,
Yeah.
and after I got done watching that movie with Noah with Russell Crowe. After I got done watching that movie, I had absolutely no desire to build a boat out of trees with my family and
Yeah.
call two of every animal on the planet to come take a ride with me for 40 days and 40 nights. I was like, no. I was
Yeah.
like, it was a good movie. Like it was a really cool adaptation of what could have happened in that story.
Yep.
But I know what fiction and reality is all about. You know,
The Hills Have Eyes was pretty freaky.
Yeah, I'm not big on horror movies.
I haven't watched a lot in a long time. I've seen all the old Jason and Freddy and all that. All
Yeah,
the old classics.
once they got into that Nightmare on Elm Street,
Yeah.
I was like, I watched that one there when it first came out, and I was like, I just don't get the senseless violence, like. So I just stopped watching horror movies. But
We got about 5 more minutes or so here.
oh yeah,
Yeah, then we'll have some dinner.
oh no doubt, no doubt. I better let you go.
Got my got my
Better let
plate
you go.
ready. I'm hungry boy.
Paper plates. So this way here, you don't have to wash them.
Yeah,
Toss them in the fire pit.
that's single man life right there.
Yeah,
About out. I think I got one or two more.
yeah, yeah. Jeff Foxworthy once said, "Single life. Single. Stay intoxicated nightly, get laid every day."
Yep.
Don't know how much of a liar that person was.
Yeah, it's not quite how it works.
No, no, especially when you're like, I'm a chubby guy myself. I got some extra weight here.
Yeah.
I probably found that 13 pounds that you lost.
I still got a lot to lose.
Oh, I got a bunch that I could lose. I just
I'm
figure I'm
only like,
storing it up for all the cold winters.
yeah, I'm like 12 pounds over what I was most of my military career right now. A few years
I
ago, I
didn't
got
really
down to
gain
200.
weight. I didn't really gain
Yeah.
weight until the doctors kicked me out of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I went from like when I got out of high school, I was 185 pounds.
Hey, Rhea. Yeah.
I'm 6
Keep
foot
popping
one. I
some
was about
cheese bubbles
185
here.
pounds with a medium build.
Yeah.
Go through
Keep popping some.
working and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
by the time I hit 35, I was 2.25, and I was a medium build. And then I was like that
Yeah.
for the next about 4 years, and then all of a sudden the doctor said, "Well, there's nothing we can do with your eyes, so you're out of work."
Yeah.
And then after that, what do you do when you're like depressed and not working? You got all day long to do whatever. You eat, you smoke,
Hey, sweet left.
and you just sit around.
Yeah.
Well, my
I know
cooking
you're
got
talking
better.
about like camera flashes and stuff like that the
Yeah,
other day on
yeah,
your live.
yeah. Certain frequencies of light, like camera flashes, um, cop cars, like emergency vehicles. Oh, those drive
Yeah.
me. Those send me wild. So 14 or 15 years ago, I just gave up my driver's license. I can't do it. I don't want to
I was
have a
going to
seizure
say you
behind the
should
wheel
get
of
a
a vehicle.
prescription where they put a tag on your car that says you're allergic to police.
Well, if you watched my 5 things you should never say to a police officer,
Yeah.
I said 2 of them. That's how I found out they were stuff that you're not supposed to say to police officers.
No better way than trial and error, right?
Yeah. Like one time, I'm on my mom gave me some coupons for a Tim Hortons. Now, if you know what
Yeah.
Tim Hortons is, it's a donut shop.
Yeah.
Okay. So she gives me this coupon for Tim Hortons, 6 donuts for like $1. So I was like, sweet, don't give a fat guy the biggest danger about freaking giving a fat guy coupons for donuts. He's going to use them. So down to Timmy's I went. I grabbed myself 2 cups of coffee, 2 cups of black coffee because I drink my coffee black, and I grabbed these 6 donuts. And I'm walking home, and sure as shit, this cop comes up from behind me, probably already knew who I was, pulls right in front of me into this driveway, and he's like, Where you coming from? Well, I got a box that says Tim Hortons right on the front of it. I got 2 cups that says Tim Hortons right on the front of it. I just looked at the box and I went, the police academy. I'm studying Donut 101. He just looked at me and goes, get the fuck out of here. So, oh, you just wanted to laugh. That's all it was. I should charge you next time.
Yeah. She said, hey, I was just getting ready to meet up with you.
No. I was like, you're not getting this, pal. No way. Like, hell. But I've seen the same cops in the Tim Hortons. Just sitting there having their lunch. And I know why they go into Tim Hortons, why they go into donut shops. It's quick, it's easy, it's light, and it's filling, and it's packed full of energy. So, and if they get a call that they gotta respond to right away, they can just pick it up and leave. They've already paid for it, they've already got it, they just pick it up and leave. If they're sitting down at a a sit down restaurant, well, now they gotta say, stop that order. I got to take off.
Yeah.
So it's quick for them to get coffee and donuts or coffee and muffin.
They had one that's been in on the comedy shows for a while. I think it was when I was in Florida. They had somebody seen the police chopper land at Krispy Kreme, and they got donuts and then left. And they got in trouble for it, and they had a bunch of comedians doing little things where they were prank calling the cops, and they're like, "Hey, I just seen the helicopter circle in the Dunkin' Donuts. I think they're waiting for the fresh donut sign to come on." Yeah, they're getting all kinds of prank calls and everything else after that.
But and the comedians, they're not attacking them for being at the donut shops or anything like that.
No,
they're just pointing out where the cops are. Okay, the dumbest criminals are the ones that try to rob donut shops.
Yeah,
because it's not just the cops that are in there; it's the detectives as well, and the detectives are plain clothes. So
grab something real quick to pull this pan out because my pot holder's in the laundry. Okay, y'all, ready to see some awesome casserole-ness? Get this out, and then we'll turn the camera there. See her. I think my mom used to put olives on top too. She didn't put that in the recipe.
Well, if you like spicy stuff, you can put little jalapeno rings on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna throw a jalapeno in it, but I didn't have any right now. Let's see here. Present. Pull up my
But if
other
you want a
screen.
more
Here.
flavorful hot pepper, is pepperoncinis.
Yeah.
I can't
Just
do
gotta click
spicy
on the
stuff.
window. What the heck's going on here? I got an ad popped up, so I couldn't click on the button. There you go.
Ooh.
Oh, look at all that cheesy goodness. Cut this baby open. Make sure you cut through. I think what I'm going to do here. I think I got a pizza slicer here, so I can cut the tortillas good, so make sure I don't just drag them out.
Only problem about the pizza slicer is it won't get all the way to the edge of the pan.
Yeah. I just don't want to tear the whole tortilla all the hell. Trying to shimmy a spatula around. Okay. See what everybody thinks of this sucker. Might need another piece. I'm a big growing boy.
That looks like it could be my next dinner.
Yeah. Throw a little hot sauce on that baby.
A little bit of cilantro on top. Away you go.
I'm gonna let it cool down for a minute before I try it. It looks a
because
little
the inside of
toasty.
your mouth is only like 100 degrees. That's three times.
Yeah. Might be a bad day.
Yeah. It's funny. The cooking direction says, cook this for like 4 hours and let stand for 5 minutes before you eat.
Yeah. That's not long to cool off.
No, but it's kind of funny. You got to let it cool off before you eat it. I just got
Cheryl
done
says I
spending
always
4
make
hours
her
cooking the
hungry.
damn thing. Now I got to let it sit there and let me smell it.
Being friends with me is a good weight gain program.
Yeah.
I have buddies that come over just so I can cook them some good dinner.
Yeah. I guess that just gives you time to pray for the meal.
Yeah.
Let stand for 5 minutes. When you go into a new restaurant, you see somebody prayed at the dinner table. It's like, I wonder if they're praying to make sure for the skill of the cook.
Probably.
Yeah. Heavenly Father, please don't let me get food
Bless the
poisoning
cook,
after
bless
this.
the meat, let's eat.
Yeah. I actually said that as a prayer one time in a very Catholic household. They invite us over for dinner. And they said, "Oh, you want to say the prayer for con me into saying that the blessing?" I was like, "Good food, good meat, good God, let's eat." Boy, did I ever get a hell of a slap from my mom.
Yeah, I'll mail you some, Bill. Yeah, if everybody came over, I'd cook for them. I love cooking. Bill's a real good dude.
Yep.
I've known him probably about as long as I've been on YouTube.
Yeah, I've only been on YouTube since about June the 20th, I think it was.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm still coming up with ideas for my channel to see where I can, where I can push it to the next level.
Build it, yeah. That's cool.
You know,
Might take all my stuff over my little table there and let this cool off. And I need to sit down. My back's killing me.
yeah.
Standing up here for an hour and
Make
10
yourself
minutes.
comfortable, man.
Yeah. Just got to beat my dog back to the food. Oh, we went fishing the other day, and I had the.
Oh, no sound.
I clicked mute while I was turning off my cam, I think. But yeah, me and the dog, we went fishing. I got this little harness I put on her, and I had her hooked to the truck, and she was running around playing. And right when I was reeling in a fish, she got around the exhaust, pulled out of her harness, and went and ran for 2.5 hours that I was trying to catch her. At one point, she doubled back, and I had my fish on the ground because of all the snow and ice and everything.
Yeah.
And she got my fish and ate it. So she's a pretty smart dog. She got the fat man out on the woods, and then she went back for her food.
Yep. I'm gonna cause a distraction.
Yeah, she said, I'll get that fat guy out here, and then I'll run back to the car and
Yeah,
give you food.
I can make back there faster than he can.
Yeah, my legs were hurting so bad for like a week.
Yep.
Chasing her. Oh man.
Well, I'm gonna let you have your dinner there and
Awesome, appreciate it, man.
jump off
Good talking to
panel
you.
here. Yeah, it was great talking to you, my friend.
Might play a couple of my boarding videos here or something.
Cool.
Play something on here, keep people entertained.
Yeah. Well, you have a good one there, bud.
Yeah, you take care. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you, bud.
Okay, I don't even know if anybody's still here. Yeah, Bill, the dog wanted to run. Didn't give a crap if I wanted her to come to me. She's a wild animal, and you get her gone, she's Mach 10. What else was I going to grab here? Oh, my phone. Grab my phone so I can plug it back in. Doggy wants some enchilada casserole. Oh, Barrows. I seen old Barrows popped in here. That man, he turned 50 on Sunday. Old feller. Yeah, poor dog. She walks me. She's a good girl, though. Sometimes when she's sleeping or something like that. Those of you who missed it, here's my enchilada casserole. I have to check her out again so you can make some. And try some here. My sister knows how good this is. I actually forgot her tie out, so I just had her leash in the car. Closed the door, and it's a 26-foot retractable leash, so she had a long way to go. I think her tie out's only 20 or 25 foot, so mouth's watering. No, Robert, I just cook everything. That's good. Probably should have put a little more seasoning and some heat in this. Good jalapenos or something. Really good combination of there you go. Heck no, Bill, that's going to be my fishing rig. Got some more videos to post on it, getting it all fixed up and that, but for now, it's going to be the fishing rig. It's got 4-wheel drive, really good gas mileage. I can pull my little aluminum boat with it, so be really handy. I'm going to go down to the junkyard a couple towns over and see if I can find some good tires for it. It's good 15-inch tires are getting hard to find. If not, I found some really good all-terrain ones on Walmart.com. You can get 2 for like $196, something like that. So be about $400 for a real good set of all-terrain tires for it. Hey, Lynn, the famous Lynn Kendang. If you're not subscribed, you better check her out. Auto Salvage Outlaws. He just started getting into live streaming again. Got a cool new shirt design over there. Check his page out. I got a crazy dog going nuts about some food, huh? She's a beggar. Beggars can't be choosers, though. So you beg, I get to choose what you get to eat. Yeah, the hub. Yeah, I did the hubs. I did the clutch. And I got another one I got to get out of. I changed the water pump, timing belt, alternator belt, all that stuff. Yeah, I seen you, Lynn. I was listening to the crazy kid. Then I just did a video. There was some rust along the window on the back door. I treated the rust, killed it all off. Oh, that's cool, Lynn. Everybody got to work. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, I killed the rust out under the back window and repainted it. I could use a good job there, Robert. Might have to move to Hawaii. But yeah, I do a little bit of car work. I fiddle. Hey Marissa, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Kendang! Yeah. See, here's my food there, Marissa, that we cooked tonight. Enchilada casseroles. Have to check it out. Real easy recipe. Good to feed the whole family. If anybody wants to come up and chat, you're more than welcome. We got the link pin there. Every time I move, the dog's checking to see if I have food in my hands. Cheryl. Come sing to me while I eat. Yeah, this is so good. Yeah, I believe my mom used to sprinkle some olive slices on top, cooking with the cheese. Pretty sure she probably just forgot it. I haven't had this in probably at least 10 years. But I've been getting in some casseroles because they're easy to cook and you can prepare and freeze them, stuff like that. So makes it really easy. You can do them on the weekend, get a whole freezer full, and then just pop them in and cook them when you're hungry. Yeah, I like to cook about anything. I cook barbecue, I cook Asian food. I got to fix an outlet. I had a GFCI blowout in my house, so I can't use my smoker unless I run a cord in the house. That's kind of a pain, so I haven't turned my smoker on for a while. And I hope everything works fine, because I took a bad fall one day walking into my house, and I hit the step. I beat my arm all up. I smashed my head on my smoker, and the smoker flipped over and tried to hit me on the head. So I smacked the smoker out of the way, which pulled something in my shoulder. Oh yeah, I've ate a lot of MREs. I even had them when I was a kid. My dad's kind of a military nut, so we had stuff like that around every once in a while. Yeah, some of the MREs are okay, and they got new ones. They drop the calories on them, change the meals up. I don't know how those are. I don't remember if I got many of those, but Yeah, the old MREs, they had like over 3,000 calories in there. But when you're in combat, you need it. So, yeah, when I worked off base and stuff up in Alaska, they send MREs with you because you can't get to the chow hall. So a lot of time I used to tell them I was working off base and I stockpile MREs and then sell them. Little thing, get extra money. You always got to play the system to make ends meet, you know. We got free like 20-ounce Gatorades too from the chow hall. So I used to get a backpack full of those and then take them and sell them to guys at work for like $1. Had a lot of scams going. I'm a grifter, coming up with little plans to make money. Now I mostly fix old equipment that people are throwing away, and then I resell it. Puppy, you can't eat this. It has onions and garlic, which you can't have. But you don't understand that. How's everybody's week going? You have a good hump day? That's right, brother. Gotta stay prepared. I figure if things get too bad, I just off myself. I was watching a show. They were showing how to make all these deadfall traps and stuff for mice. And I think you're saying you have to eat like 17 mice a day to get enough protein. And then they were drinking their own urine. And I was like, yeah, no, I'll end my life before that. Hey, George. Let's see. Almost an hour and a half here. We got 29 people in the house. Same here, Bill. It's supposed to hit 17 tonight. Then I think it's supposed to warm up from there and get up to the 50s in the daytime. Let's see here. Check my weather here. It says 31 right now. Yeah, it says 17 tonight, and then tomorrow it's supposed to get up to 41. Still gets cold at night, but looking at 48, 50. Monday it's supposed to be 62 degrees, so after Friday it's supposed to get into the 50s and 60s. Hey, Shop Cat, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. I say I'm kind of eating my food now. This is my enchilada casserole that I made. I have to check it out. Good recipe, real easy. Most of the stuff you usually have laying around the house. So, oh, my heat vent got popped up. My dog was stepping on it and making funny noises. Might want to cook this for a few more minutes because the tortillas are still a little soft. I think if they're crisper, they cut easier. Sold, Robert. Get me a job. I don't know about the hot weather, though. That was the cool thing when it got down to like 70 in Florida. We had the beach to ourselves. Like everyone else was like, oh no, it's too cold. And we came down from Alaska. So we're like, yeah, 70's great beach weather. Mega love shout out George from Marissa. Hey Bill from Cheryl. We got Mio Ryder still in the house here, my good friend. How's Cheryl doing this evening? Right? No, there's a lot of places. If it ever snows, everything closes. They close the roads. Everything's people aren't out driving. No, didn't see that. Thanks, Cheryl. Cheryl's here to keep me in line. Make sure I don't miss anything. Appreciate you coming out, George. I got so many good friends here. It's awesome. I don't think I got my hours yet from my Monday live, but when I started this, I think I was at 3505. So, see, we updated here. Hey, you're welcome, George. Really appreciate you, brother. Had a hawk at work today. It was just sitting there on the ground, and I drove a tractor right up next to it and parked and got out. Didn't even bother him. Yeah, I'm at 3504 watch hours, so I got about 500 more to go. After today's and Monday's update, I might be down to about 400 more hours, so we'll just keep knocking it out, and here pretty quick we'll get monetized. Appreciate all your help. So mellow. Mellow. Mellow yellow. My dog's going nuts trying to get some food. Yeah, 400 watch hours there, Robert. There's 30 people in here right now. So if 30 people watch for 2 hours, you get 60 hours on your live stream. One day they took 60 or 70 hours away from me. Don't even know why. It just disappeared. Yeah, YouTube sucks sometimes. But yeah, if you get like 100 people in here for an hour show, that's 100 hours right there. So I know they were talking about, Don English was talking about a guy that he's real big, and I can't even remember how many people he had in his live stream, but he did like one whole session, and then he had to exit out and start it again because I think he hit his 12 hours or whatever, and he ended up getting 4 million hours in one live stream. I'd like to see the hours and check for that. Be pretty cool. Hey, Sweet Leth, how you doing? But yeah, no checks for me until I get monetized. So I try, at least on my live streams, I post my links just in case anyone wants to send a tip or super chat or whatever. But I say it's just a thing. I'm not really worried about it. I'm more into the family and friendship thing on it. So I love to meet new people and make new friends. So after I got out of the military, I was alone for like 7-8 years, so just kind of sat around most of the time by myself when I wasn't at work, so didn't really socialize much. So then my cousin Barrows here, he got me on YouTube. He's like, man, you got all kinds of projects, you're always building stuff, freaking get on YouTube, make you some money, make you some friends, all that. Yeah, I literally, when I wake up, usually by like 5:30 in the morning most of the time, I watch live streams. Then I get ready for work while I'm watching live streams. And then I go to work and I play live streams pretty much the whole time I'm at work. And then I get off, and sometimes I'll watch somebody's for like a half hour because I got like a whole bunch going on. And I'll be like, hey guys, I'll see you later. Got to go. And I go to the next live stream, watch theirs for a while. I try to make it around to all my friends and support as many as possible. But yeah, Robert, that's how it was before I got on here, and it still is here. Mostly I hang out with my cousin Barrows, cousin Kim. He's a good dude. He's got a good channel, and he's monetized. So I say he got me going, and we kind of keep each other going, help each other out. So we work together. Cheryl says, I feel you. Yeah. I don't feel you touching me, though. I feel you. I'm funny. Should be a comedian. But, yeah, sometimes if I can only watch one at a time on my phone. But, yeah, if I have my computer on, sometimes I have 3 live streams playing, 3 or 4. Something like that. I'll have my tablet out here. I'll have my phone out here. I might have 5, 6 live streams going at once. Oh, Cheryl's so sweet. But yeah, I try to send like a couple dollars super chat here and there to my friends because like I can't afford a lot. I'm an old disabled veteran that works on a ranch. We don't get paid a whole lot, but I know how much effort goes into these things, So I try to, like, if I go to a movie, it costs me like $10 to go watch a movie someone made. So if you're making a movie and I'm sitting here watching it, why should I not support you, So I try to help my friends out, and I know a lot of them aren't as well off as I am, So I just try to support everybody. That's what it's about, helping people. But Alberta blast down here. Shut the valve off up there. Yeah. Yeah, Bill, sometimes they get you if you say the wrong thing, or especially like YouTube picks up on profanity, stuff like that. Shop cat, he sent it all down here. He turned it on high. Yeah, that's true, Cheryl. Sometimes, like, I had a friend recently that he just completely disappeared from my streams, and now that he got his 500, he's still just not coming to my streams. He was always here, and I helped him build his channel, and then all of a sudden he found a way to get more subscribers and stuff that I led him on to, and gone. Don't really talk to him unless it's in somebody else's big live stream or whatever. So but it happens. And yeah, we got our no name 500 thing going on. So right, Bill? Everybody that wants to compete has to have 500 subscribers. And so all these guys are racing, and yeah, I hook them up with my friends and stuff and hope they behave, and they'll get on my friends' channels and make new followers and stuff like that. So I try to support them and help them build their channel all I can. Me and Barrows, we've both done live streams like just for channel building. Teach people tips and tricks on how to get more views, more followers, all that. So, okay. My friend Dynamite's live right now. A bunch of other people's. I have to check them out here shortly. I think can do about 2 hours tonight, I think. Yeah. I need to get a good transmission jack. Good transmission jack's worth its weight in gold. You can tilt the angle, you can lift it up, you strap the tranny on there so it doesn't move around on you. Then if you use the lift, the barrel's got a lift we set up, then you have to have a high lift transmission jack, which is really a fun one. At that point, it's probably easier just to run a couple ratchet straps under the car. A lot of time you run ratchet straps under the transmission and lower it down. You can lift the front with one and the back with one. and just crank the transmission up where you want it, and then just try to push it in, which can be hard because the straps don't move well with it. So sometimes it'll catch. You don't want things to catch, so you got to watch where you put them, because the worst thing when you about got that transmission lined up into that tiny little hole and then into the tiny little pilot bearing, and just slide it in there. Once you get everything lined up and you hear that sucker click, you pray. It takes a lot of work to get a manual transmission all lined up a lot of time. I wish I could have filmed more and got all the little parts of me jamming that transmission in there, because it took a few attempts. A few times I've had them lined up about right, and I've just slid them in, and that's not very common. Body on frame car truck, but unit bodies are a PETA. Yeah, that's totally right, man. You can hook it up into the door holes or something, though, into the body. I don't know. There's usually some way you can do it, but I'm pretty genius when it comes to throwing things together with junk or making do with junk. Oh, yeah. Okay, Robert, I missed that one. Yeah. I learned a new technique, but I'll probably never do it. Yeah. Yeah, I work on a lot of people's cars for them and stuff like that. I went up and fixed my sister's trailer. She was having power issues. Ended up being an inverter problem with some fuses. But, yeah, we got things going for her. Then I have another friend. She's just single mom. Her car needed a few $1,000s worth of work, and she paid a few hundred for the parts, and I came over and put them in for her. And as a trade, she made me dinner, so we hang out, and every once in a while I go have dinner with her. It's been a long time, but yeah, one of these days we'll get together and have a dinner. But yeah, she's an Italian gal, so she cooks some really good Italian food, lasagna, stuff like that, so. On the dart, I lifted just high enough to get under it, undid the tranny and let it sit on the floor jack, then lifted the car off the tranny. Yeah, tell you what, that lift we put up, that's a hell of a tool. It's priceless. Working on the cars, laying on the ground, it sucks, especially when you're out here and you're laying in the snow or mud or whatever. I literally one day was sitting out there and my entire clothes were soaked through. My coat, everything just soaked through with mud and water because I was out there laying in a pile, just freaking trying to work on my car. And it is what it is, you know. I got to do what I got to do. So, I say one of my favorites, though, I stumbled across a guy coming home, and he didn't have much. He had a little beater car, and he was going to pick up his daughter for Easter. As if he didn't pick her up for Easter, he wouldn't get to see her for quite a while. That was his time that he could go see his daughter. So I stopped to help him out, and he had a flat tire, and I said, well, we'll get you a tire on there. And he goes, well, I have a spare tire, but it's not on a wheel. So I got to call Les Schwab or something. And I said, buddy, hold on. And I just pulled my tools out of my truck, jacked that sucker up, grabbed his tire and his flat tire, and ran to my house, put it on the tire machine, aired it all up, took it back, put it on his car, and got him on the road so he could see his kid. Those kind of moments are priceless, you know. Every time I seen him several times after that, and every time he seen me, man, he shook my hand, he thanked me and everything else. And I was like, man, it's no problem. It's what I do. Yeah, some good lasagna is awesome. Gotta have somebody that's really good cooking it. I might have to try my hand at it. I don't know if I've ever made a lasagna. Yeah. Yeah, I have a key to Barrow's shop. Me and him, we're real close, so I did my video where I snuck in, put my Geo Metro in there and dropped the transmission. And the next day he was like, hey man, you want to work on that? You know, the shop's yours. Go in there and work on it. And I was like, dude, it's up on jacks and transmission's out on the floor. So I got all the parts ordered. I'll be there in a little bit to put it all back together. So I showed up. He was sick, so he went and sit in the house, and I rolled under there, threw the new clutch on, threw the transmission in there, bolted everything up, and in a couple hours, in a few hours, I was out of there. So, but yeah, my next videos ought to be pretty good. Little crazy stuff I'm working on it, but I think I got it pretty much where I want it now. I just got to come up with money for tires, which tires are so expensive. I say it's hard to find good 15s in the junkyard because nothing uses 15s anymore. So most of what you find is rotten. They weather check and dry rot. Man, cough's kicking up. I don't know how my weight loss is going to go with this casserole laying around. Yeah, Barrows, he was feeling a bit like death warmed over there for a while. Green chilies are good in here, but it could use a little more heat. Those cans of green chilies aren't real spicy. But yeah, like I say, we both know if we need help, we're there. Just gotta make that call. I need a drink. Eating all that food will make you thirsty. Hey, Mio, thanks for sticking around, my friend. Appreciate you. Yeah, I like to mechanic. I like to cook. I like to build things. I've built houses. I've built warehouses. I've done about everything. You grow up like I did, and you don't have much. You learn how to do things, because if you can't build it or do it yourself, fix it, you don't have it. So I grew up, like when I was a kid, my dad was a big dumpster diver. So most of the things we had came out of a dumpster. When we had time, we'd go drive around to the different local dumps, and we'd jump in the dumpsters and dig through and find stuff. A lot of time we collected cans and different metal and stuff, take to the recycling place so my dad could get cash, you know. So it's an interesting lifestyle, and it's good to learn things like that. And to this day, we still recycle metal, me and Bear Rose both. So it's interesting to learn how to tell the difference between different metals and stuff when you're a kid. If I have a big load, like I'm taking several old cars or a bunch of different metal, you can call the manager or whatever at the recycling place beforehand and tell them, like, hey, I'm bringing in a big load. You have to check, Robert. Different cars have different. Most of them usually idle around like 750 to 800 RPMs. So yeah, if it's above 1,000, it's probably a little high. But yeah, I talked to the manager in the last load of cars I took in, he gave me an extra $45 a ton, which is a lot on iron. And on these new cars, Robert, it could be a lot of things, but sometimes it's as simple as just turning the throttle adjustment screw. So it just all depends on what you have and what's going on. Sometimes it's a sensor, like your throttle position sensor. My little Geo tracker, it was idling high, and I figured it out last night. I was looking down the back of the motor, and I seen a bolt hanging out. It wasn't tight. Somebody took one bolt and shoved it in the top hole of the EGR valve and just left it. It wasn't tight. There was no gasket in it. And I took and just put different bolts in it to where I could get it kind of tight without a gasket and drive it. And it idled right down and run fine. So, yeah, Robert, if it's not like the idle isn't jumping up and down, it might be as simple as finding the screw on there for the idle adjustment and just turning it down a hair. Like I say, you can look online and put in what year and all that and put like idle RPMs, and it'll tell you like, okay, this car should idle at 1,000, this car should idle at 700, whatever. Yeah, so like if you're idling around 1,000, that's not bad. The one thing is you don't want it running too many RPMs with an automatic transmission. But they say it's really hard to diagnose a car without being right there and knowing exactly what it is. But yeah, like I say, as long as the RPMs aren't jumping, you can probably adjust it down a hair if you need to. Yeah, I say these newer cars, they have so many sensors you don't really know. But yeah, me and Barrows, we both mechanics for a long time. I even did some of the truck maintenance and mechanicking in the military. We did away with refueling maintenance, and they kind of merged into our career field. That all gone. And so we had to learn how to do a lot of the maintenance ourselves, and then just the regular change my water pump, or my mechanic did. I'll go ask him. Yeah, they say he might have hit something and turned it up a little or something like that. Yeah, vacuum leaks are hell. I mean, the best way to usually find them is there's different sprays you can use. You can use starting fluid. You can use carburetor cleaner. There's a lot of stuff. And you spray by each vacuum connection. And if the car bogs down or revs up or whatever, depending on what you're using, you know that that's the spot, because when it's sucking air, because most vacuum is all just suction. So it's sucking air and you hit it with that chemical, it sucks it into the motor, which will make the motor go up or down and tell you that that's where the problem's at. I mean, you can even spray along the hoses, find a little leak in a hose. So, hey, George, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you coming in. Hello from Oregon, our neighbor there. We're here in the Idaho. Who-da-ho? We-da-ho. Hold on one second. I was doing a cooking video, so I'm actually wearing pants today. Best thing about live streaming, you don't actually have to wear anything but a t-shirt. Yeah. That's okay, Robert. Mechanicing is not for everybody. And a lot of the people that think they're good mechanics, they really don't know what they're talking about. You watch so many videos on here and you're like, oh my gosh, this guy's a moron. He has no clue. And he'll watch our videos where we're doing it right and be like, oh my gosh, these guys have no idea. They're so stupid. So, hey, Bill used to live in Oregon. I've been through Oregon. Know people that work in Oregon, live in Oregon. So, one of my best friends lives in Oregon. So, she's in Coos Bay, up in that area, the reservation. Oh, man. No fun when you lose the internet. You don't know what to do with yourself. But yeah, any good mechanic on YouTube can tell you, like, no, these guys really don't know what they're talking about. No, they totally messed that up. Yep, when they fire that car up, totally blowing the motor. You see people, they don't notice things. You're like watching them take an intake off or something, and they drop a washer inside the motor, and it goes down a hole where moving parts are at, and it's like, yeah, that's not good. I give it about 30 seconds and that motor's toast. So yeah, we play with the old stuff because it's a lot easier to figure things out, more forgiving, less vacuum lines, stuff like that. Most of these old cars have like 1 or 2 vacuum hoses if you get the old enough ones. Hey, appreciate you, Robert. Glad you stopped by, brother. Always good to see you and chat with you. Gotta go to work. Man, that sucks. Now, take care, brother. We'll catch you next time. Let's see. I live about an hour and a half away from Coos Bay. Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. Yeah, my friend up there, she's awesome. I've known her for a lot of years. Make sure we're connected to your channel here, George. Nope, we get connected here. Let's watch a video here and get connected. Thought you were new. Appreciate you coming by. Oh man, you got all kinds of animal videos. That's cool. Fish. I love fish. Used to do a lot of fish tanks and stuff. Let's see what we got here. Oh, my Raphael catfish. That's awesome. I love fishing for catfish. Catfish are cool. Oh, you lived in Klamath Falls? That's cool. Nice area. Not as awesome as beautiful Idaho, land of the potatoes, but if you can get free potatoes, who doesn't like that? Oh, you can connect here. I gotta take my dog out real quick. Electric demons chasing sensor. Yeah. Finding a short in a car? No. Don't even want to mess with it. I will cut the wire out, get an old extension cord, and run my own new wires before I try tracing a short. And the sensors, ECUs, stuff like that. Oh my gosh. You can freaking replace 40 parts that says are bad, and every time you check it, it comes up the different parts bad. You can spend $10,000 changing parts, and you know what? It was this computer over here out of the 7 computers. Yeah, we do have good potatoes. Like I say, you can go walk around and get people's potatoes. They call it gleaning here. You go out in the fields and you get the stuff they miss. It doesn't make them any money to send people back to pick up what they missed. So like wherever the tractors turn around and stuff, the digger went through, there'll just be potatoes everywhere. You can fill a truck bed full of 100-pound sacks in no time. Give me 1 second here. I gotta find my slippers and take the pup out. She gotta go potty. Let's see here. And get her to come over and sit here. Come here. Good girl. Huh? My Bella's a pretty good dog when she's contained. When she's not contained, she's a monster. Oh, come on, Bella. Trying to get her harness on. It's a little harder than her little one that I was using, but don't want to trust the little harness on her anymore, because she can get out of it and then she get run over or something. We don't need that. I'll be right back in just a second. Okay, got the doggy out. Right? When I make my mashed taters, I'm gonna have to do it, but I mash my potatoes up. I don't put milk in with them ever. I just put like a whole cube of butter or two in a pan of potatoes. Got to look at it, see how it looks. Then I chop up like a bunch of bell pepper, onions, and put a bunch of cheese in there. Mix it in until it's all melty and gooey and all mixed in. Tastes really good. Maybe a little garlic. Yeah, like me and Barrows, we just go right down the road. We'd pick up spuds, get a carload. Fishy dad jokes. That's cool, brother. I'll definitely check that out. Let's pin his link here. Replace pin message. Put you up there on the center stage, brother. Everybody please check him out. And if you type USA, it'll drop your link. You can all get connected. Yeah, we are outlaws now. Yeah, Barrows literally lives across the street from the spud plant where they make all the products and stuff. I worked there for 2 years. But they make the box mashed potatoes, dehydrated mashed potatoes. They sell potatoes. They make everything. Oh. Big Rose Garage, LOL. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna go to your link there, George, and ring your bell here, and click your notify deal on here. Boom, notify. And make sure I ring your bell so I get your alerts whenever you do a live stream. Yeah, hear all the semis and they're honking and stuff, all spud trucks. Yeah, let's see here. I love your picture there, your thumbnail on your live stream. Fishy dad jokes. Hey, we'll share a screen here. Yeah, you guys can connect to this here feller. Our new friend. Let's see. That's pretty cute. Hey, take care, Bill. Good to see you, brother. Stay safe always. Barrows, George. Let's see. Barrows Garage. Getting my engine ready to put together. Still got a fine set of heads. That's cool. I got a set of heads. Come get them. Or I'll find you a set. I'm just kidding. I don't really have them, but I'll come up with some. Hey, good night, Bill from Cheryl. Yeah, it's always good to connect to new people there, George. I see, just looking at your messages on your live stream, you have some awesome Filipino friends too. Are you from the Philippines, or you live up in Oregon? But a lot of Filipinos on the YouTubes. Yeah, make sure you connect to my amazing friend Cheryl. She's like my bestest friend in the whole wide world, and she's such a sweetheart, and she's supportive. Yeah, we have some good taters. Tell you had some good russet Burbank fresh French fries, you never lived. Let's see. Oh, I was gonna go to another video here, show what kind of videos you got here. They got some cool shorts and stuff here. Let's talk. That monkey butt. Oh no, he's not Filipino. He's got a big Santa Claus beard on. Talk aquariums to me. Oh man, looks like got all kinds of aquariums in this place. Wall to wall fishes. Looks cool, buddy. We'll get her up here and play it. Give you a like. Sound like a funny guy. He's got all kinds of aquariums. GT40s are overrated, ASO. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I'll have to watch more of your videos there, brother. And you close some windows here. You got windows open for my cooking videos, my other cameras. Yeah, are you monetized, George? Auto salvage, Barrows, did you get monetized? Oh, Barrows, did you get monetized? Barrows been monetized for like a long time. Yeah, Barrows been making the YouTube's money for since like before the last no name. He was trying to get his first check or whatever before he went to the no name, so he could be like, "Hey, look, got my first check." Yep, back in August. I remember he was trying to get enough to cash out so he could bring his check with him and show people like, "Hey, look, got monetized." So here pretty soon, I'm gonna be ahead of Barrows on the subs here. I'm catching him. I'm coming up, like a race car, like a bat out of hell. 351 4-valve heads, I'll use them. Yeah, if you even get a set of E7 heads and have somebody do them right, you get more flow than a GT40 head. You say a GT40, they're just a name. Yeah. Barrow's never taken a draw out of it. Okay. I know he's talking about trying to get paid before he went to the No Name Nationals. But yeah, it was right before the No Names. It was no name content pretty much got him over. Got here. Oh, got so many freaking updates and notifications all the time. Yeah. Well, we're over 2 hours, y'all. I think I'm gonna get off here and get ready for bed. 9 o'clock here, and I've been busting it out. How many hours do I have now? Till it updates, I'm at 3,504. By the time this live and my Monday live update on there, I should have about 3,600 hours. Yeah, the hours part's the hard part. And live streaming is a really good way to do it, but don't forget about your other stuff. Don't slouch on your long form. Keep your shorts coming. Keep all your numbers up there. I need to work more on shorts. I used to actually push, and I got about 6,000 views a day or more off of shorts. Hey, appreciate you, George. It was good to meet you also. We'll definitely check you out there. Yeah, that's right. Use it as a secret savings account. If you don't really need the money, yeah, let it sit there and just build up, So, like he says, until you pull it out, you don't have to pay taxes on it or anything. So, you can let that sit and build up. The one thing you got to watch out for is if there's a crash and they change monetization, something happens, you lose it all. So, YouTube's been around for a while. It's almost been around 20 years. So, thinking things are fairly stable. They're still competing with all the new services. So, for now, we're looking pretty safe, and I think you'd have a little bit of notice before things really fell out. But it's just scary leaving your money somewhere in digital form. But like I say, great secret savings account, not having to claim it on the taxes, all that good stuff. Yeah, buy more hot rods. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Got a lot of things to get done, ready for tomorrow. Like say I'm running a horse ranch all by myself right now. Got 7 new calves now, so things are coming along. I think on the 12th we're shipping horses to Seattle, so I'll have the race horses and all that out of my barn. Things will get a lot better. Yeah, I've barely been sleeping. I've been working real hard, so that's why I'm losing so much weight. So, everybody take care. Cheryl, Barrows, Auto Salvage, George, my new friend here, Robert, everybody that supports me. I appreciate each and every one of you and love you all. So, we'll catch you on the next one on Monday. And everybody have a good week. Good night.